Alright, so this is game 3, Loki, Jaedong versus Flash.
Yeah, and Loki's a very macro-oriented map. Both maps have a natural behind your base and a natural in front of your base. So definitely it's very oriented towards 3-base play, and definitely a very interesting macro map for Tan vs. Zerg.
Yeah, and Flash is expanding right now. He's also got an SCV blocking his ramp. Oh, but he lets the drone in. Really bad there. Really bad there. But what's something cool you should take note of is that neither players have played a televised TVZ or ZVT on this map. But you can only imagine how much they've been practicing for this map.
Yeah, and that drone there is really harassing that natural SCV. But interestingly enough, Flash has really good SCV micro. From what I've seen from all of his games, he is probably the best SCV micro I've ever seen in pro gaming. And oh, Jaedong almost losing that drone there that was gonna make that face.
Yeah, you could see Flash was using that spam attack move, or a spam right click on the drone, making the SCV attack faster, which is almost net him a drone kill, which would have been a really good advantage. And oh my god, Jaedong does not want to lose that drone.
Yeah, and what I've seen from Flash is that he's probably the best SCV micro in all of pro gaming.
Wait, was Flash the one who blocked Bisu's probe in that one game on Peaks of Big Do?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, that possibly could have been Hwasin or Flash, but either way, Flash just demonstrated a really nice SCV micro there, and a cute little poster right there for Jaedong. And right now the game's playing pretty standard. Both of them have taken their backdoor naturals at this point.
Yeah, and we see Jaedong is going to go for his 3-base Mutalist play most likely because Loki is a map which favors air units because of the way that the map is built. There's a small tunnel in the middle of the map for small units and 2 main ramps that we're going to see most of the action on. And so we're probably going to see a normal 3-base transition to Lurkers with a probably faster hive because of the fact that he has an early 3 gas.
Yeah, definitely. And Jaedong going 3-hatch layer this time. It's pretty likely he's going to be going mutas again, as you said. And Flash looks like he's going to be playing a little bit safer this time around, getting his second barracks a little bit faster. But he's still getting an early academy in his engineering base coming up as well, so he's going to be pretty adequately prepared against mutas.
Interestingly enough is that Flash is actually getting his engineering a bit faster than he would need to, and considering his timing on the other maps, this might be because he's worrying about a faster layer build because he saw that a little bit faster gas and a faster spawning pool for these at least relatively for this map.
What's kind of cool about Jaedong's style is that he actually gets his evolution chamber really early in comparison to regular Zerg players. Most Zerg players get their evolution chamber as they set up their Hydra Den, but Jaedong gets his evolution chamber early so he can get those fast upgrades, and that +1 carapace against zero attack Marines really helps a lot when you're doing a muta build like this.
And yeah, Flash sending in his 3 Marines and 1 Fire Bats just to force Jaedong to make some of those Sunkens. And so like all these small things help a lot. And especially one of the recent trends we've seen in pro gaming is that Terrans go 3 racks before factory, especially in Terran versus Zerg now, just because of the fact that Mutalist micro is really prevalent. And we see here that Flash is actually going up to 5 barracks, which is an insane amount for before his even first factory.
Yeah, this must be I think a Terran would consider this an all-in build because 5 barracks is definitely going for some kind of sunken break or just tons and tons of units. And right now he may be trying to go for a sunken break. I think his stim is finished, and Firebat's taking 3 hits from sunkens will be a really nice addition here. But third sunken is down for Jaedong.
It looks like Flash. I don't think Flash has enough units to break that, but then again, Jaedong doesn't have any Zerglings to back up that his defenses. But as I say that, Jaedong is having his Mutalist hatching, so Flash is definitely going to have to retreat.
Yeah, right now Flash actually is getting his factory as well. So it's kind of weird. He's got 5 barracks as well as a factory. So do you think he's going to be able to spend all that money? Right now, Jaedong is getting his 5th hatchery, which is also fairly surprising because it looks like both these units want to get a lot of units and fast.
Yeah, and I don't know what Flash is doing with his 5 racks, but he's definitely going to be playing a SK Terran build on this map, just because the way the map is structured. But I mean, there's definitely room for tanks later on in the game.
Oh, it looks like he's going for a fast science vessel to support his 5 barracks. But something that's really, really cool that Jaedong just did is that he pretended that he was going mutas because right when his lair finished, or when his spire finished, he made all his eggs into hydras. And now he's going to be making those into lurkers. So it's a really cool move. And right now his queen's nest is coming up. So an interesting little feint there by Jaedong.
Yeah, that was a really, really interesting fake. I didn't even see it coming. So Flash, obviously, he definitely sees these lurkers now, and he's definitely not going to be able to break the sunken wall there, especially with those lurkers morphing. But as we see that, Flash is going to start getting his tanks now, and we see that he's having that tank and siege mode researching now.
Yeah, really, with these lurkers, going lurkers first, it's actually a pretty nice build on this map, I would say, because there's quite a few ramps, as well as a middle path where he could just put two or three lurkers, stop lurker them, and then just massacre the army that Flash has. And Jaedong actually made one Mutalisk as well, so he could do a little bit of scouting as well.
Yeah, and especially what I've seen on this map that works really well is dropship play from the Terran player. Just because the Zerg player already has 3 different expansions that he needs to defend. So dropship play early on and in the middle of the game is a really, really good strategy on this map for Terran.
Definitely, but one thing that you should know is that taking the natural and the backdoor natural for Terran and Zerg is fairly easy, but taking expansions after that is pretty hard just because they can be flanked from so many sides. And bad move there by Jaedong, almost losing all of his lurkers right there. Thankfully he moved them out in time. And oh no, oh, he loses one lurker.
Yeah, this is kind of sloppy play by Jaedong right there, losing a lurker and getting the other one into the red. Interestingly enough, Jaedong doesn't have that many units. I don't know where all his money is going. Probably all of his money went to those hatcheries and those, and he's probably playing for a more later game build.
I'm actually slightly surprised with how many units that Flash has. I would have thought that he couldn't be able to produce out of all of those barracks in that factory at once, but he's just got so many Marines, and he's getting his first science vessel. He's definitely waiting for that first science vessel before he does anything aggressive. And there it is. And I think he may have delayed some upgrades to get that many units, but he's got a huge force right now. His Marine to medic ratio, he's got kind of a lot of Marines, but really it's just a lot of units. Oh my god, looks like there's going to be technical difficulties. Never mind.
Yeah, and what I think Flash should do is that there's 4 lurkers up on that ramp, so he's probably not going to be able to attack up that ramp. Oh, now there's like a million lurkers up that ramp. But he is sieging siege tanks, so he's going to be able to run up that ramp when those lurkers unburrow